Welcome back to another episode of Prayer Garden. So this week we're going to be talking all about praying your most intentional prayers over those who you care the most about. Anyone that you want and you desire and you need to see rise. For me, that looks like my immediate family, a lot of the people that are close to me in terms of whether you are on social media or you're someone who I've met just in passing and then we became close friends. I'm always going to be praying for your arrival. And when I say your arrival, I mean I'm praying for you to get to that space in which you are supposed to be, for you to walk into the rooms that you are meaning to walk into and that you have been intentionally sent to walk into. Those rooms sometimes going to look like, I like to say it as like those places where you're afraid to go. You do not feel like you're meant to be there, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you were sent, you were meant to be there. If you feel compelled and it's a space within your spirit that just won't let you shake it off, you were meant to be there. And so when we're talking about praying intentional prayers for people who you love, who you care about, who you desire to see lifted up and uplifted and moving through, obstacle past obstacle, conquering those moments and those days and those things that make them feel real, real low, being intentional about what it is that that person specifically needs, not what you just want for them, because that's a totally different prayer. Sometimes we're praying like, I want this for my children. I desire this for my children. I desire this for my spouse, for myself, for my, mother, father, whoever that is. But the prayer shifts when you pray that they are able to obtain that which is theirs, that which is necessary for them, that which that person needs. Not necessarily what I want for you, because I can want all the beautiful things for you. But that prayer becomes empty if those things that I desire for you do not align with that which the Most High desires for you. So, praying intentionally, like being super intentional about asking what it is that you want. When I pray for my husband, my spouse, my consort, whatever you want to give, whatever name you want to give him, that means my forever plus one. When I pray for him, I'm praying for his complete uplift, like in the spaces that he needs to be in. Where does he need to go? How does he need to move? I'm praying that that road becomes smooth. That road becomes easy. That path is clear. And when I say clear, I just mean he has everything that he needs in order to go. When I'm praying for my children, I'm going to pray for some of the things that I want for them in life. Good health, a sound mind, real friends, those types of things. But I'm also going to acknowledge all of the things that they're going to need. And I can't always say what they're going to need outside of, like I said, like, good health, good food, love and care and nurturing and things like that. But there's going to be things that they need that I am not going to be able to foresee because I am not them. I don't have their journey. I can't put myself in their shoes because I can't fit them. They're too small anyway. But even if I could actually put my foot in their shoes, I'm never going to be able to walk their path. It just doesn't work that way. And so in order for them to be the best version of themselves, I have to be intentional about praying what they need in their lives and asking Allah to bring that into their space so that it is easy for them. And once again, easy just means it's theirs. It's hard to live someone else's life and to try to mimic someone else's way of being. It is easy for you to step into your own space. Now, does easy mean you're not going to have obstacles and things are going to come? No. It just simply means it's going to be something that you are prepared for. And even if you aren't fully prepared in the moment, you have the access and the tools and the resources to become prepared because it's your life. It's your path. Ain't nobody else gonna do it better than you. So you are already there in that space and capable of making it. So I'm praying for my children. I'm praying for my spouse that their road become easy and that they have all that they need in order to get to all the places that they're desired to go and that they're ordained to go. And that's just simple. Like, so being intentional about your prayers. It's all about intention. It's all about being able to see yourself in a better light, see your family in a better light, and to speak that energy over them and into them so that it becomes normal for them to see that for themselves, even if they don't normally. But when you're in a house of praying people, it's kind of hard not to see yourself a certain way. It's kind of hard not to command the lifestyle that you desire. Even on your darkest days, there's that little voice in the back of your head that's like, it can be better. I know it's going to get better, because you can't allow yourself to lose that faith. You aren't even capable of allowing yourself to feel as though that this rock bottom is where I'm supposed to exist, because that's just not how faith works. And then the works that come with faith, those are those prayers. And then those messages that you receive from your higher being, your higher self, the Almighty, the hand that wrote it all, those are the works that you implement into your life, so that when you are moving in the direction which your faith is taking you, you're applying good work to that. You're applying those things that you're supposed to be applying to your life, so that things start to manifest, things start to come into the flesh, things start to disseminate down into this carnal plane that is so much slower. So we always talk about being mindful that it might take some time, but everything's right on time. Because if I have to bake a cake and I want that cake to be baked right, just because I put all the ingredients into the bowl, those prayers and those works, doesn't mean that cake is going to be done as soon as I finish mixing it. No, you have to manifest that cake now. That cake has to manifest into this fleshly world as a actual cake and not just, batter. You put it in the oven. Spirit is mixing it up, sprinkling it down. And then after a certain amount of time, oh voila, you open the oven and the cake is there. You never want a half-baked cake. So why would you want half-baked blessings and half-baked wishes and half-baked prayers asked for? You don't want that. So allow yourself the time that it takes for those things to manifest, so that you can get that what you desire, so that your family can prosper. You can reach those plateaus and live in those vast moments, and then go higher, ascend higher. And that is our message for today. Be very intentional about how you pray. Don't just pray for what you want for someone. Don't even just pray for what you want for yourself. Pray for that which that person needs, and that be accessible to them, so that they can have what it is that's going to help them propel themselves to the next level. And then you pray that they apply what they need. But that's on them. As a praying mother, as a praying woman, as a praying husband, spouse, whatever, whoever, you have power. Use your power the way you feel it is necessary, because only you know what your power is good for and how good your power is and what it's going to do. So I love you all. As always, I desire that you have all that you need, so that you want for naught. I'll see you on the next one.